It is that time of year, my AKAPADers. It's horror season. It's October. It's the 31 Days of Dread, where we do on this podcast, AKAPAD, the Film Buff Podcast. That's me. We do one horror movie a day for the entire month of October. This year, it's nothing but black and white movies. Let's go. So recently we were talking about Betty Boop and how the animation style for the day would frame a white character's face. Mickey Mouse is guilty of it, Betty Boop is guilty of it, and today's subject, Bimbo, is guilty of it. Bimbo, going way back to 1931. Bimbo was Betty Boop's boyfriend. Now, some of this stuff I have to catch up on. I thought I was familiar with Betty Boop and some of her surrounding cast. So Bimbo started out as a boy but later became a dog-like character. Today's episode of the 31 Days of Dread animation, it's Bimbo's initiation. This is one of the trippiest, most psychedelic spiral, like journeys into madness. It's only 7 minutes long. 7 minutes long. And I want to tell you guys about it. Everything starts with Bimbo here. Mr. Black and White walking down a city street. Urban environment. There's cars, buildings all around him. And he steps on these manhole covers and they flip. So he steps on 1, steps on 2, we get the gag, steps on 3, steps on 4, goes through, and then here's the crazy thing. Mickey Mouse. Now, is it Mickey Mouse? Is it not? My perception, this is Mickey Mouse. He locks the manhole cover. The manhole cover has holes around its edge. And he gets a padlock or a deadlock. Puts it, and the hole goes like he cuffs it like through the street, and then Bimbo goes like he falls into this. Oh my god! It's like a H.P. Lovecraft like seance, but it's all these shrouded, cloaked figures, but like kind of like beards, and they're saying, "Join us. Will you join us?" And he says, "No." Runs away. And then there, it's almost like an M.C. Escher painting. He's a spiral staircase. There's multiple doorways. They're forcing him to ride a bike. It's just far out, super creepy. And during this, he's seeing Betty Boop. And Betty Boop guides him from one room to the next, and she disappears. So, like, is she trapped in this, like, purgatory with him? I almost want to say, like, this 1931, guys, made for children. You know, adults really enjoyed animation too during this time. You want to say this is almost like this metaphor for Lost, and you guys know how much I love Lost. Animated by Fletcher. Fletcher was, we want to say, to be fair, Fletcher was the true counter to Disney. Betty Boop, a little bit more popular, a little bit more of a pop at the time. You know, Disney with Mickey Mouse had to have legs. But this is somewhat like deep thinking. It's psychological, but and eventually Bimbo like makes himself out. He gets out of this like circle of death almost. He keeps running into these shrouded figures, and they're saying, "Join us," and he's saying, "No, join us, no, join us, no." And then at the end, one of the shrouded figures, Solo, approaches him. He's face to face with his tormentors. And the shrouded figure pulls off their clothes, like from the bottom, and Betty Boop is revealed, and then they escape, aka Padders. This is one of the best single shorts I think I've ever seen. I told you I was going to do some deep dives to bring you black and white horror, black and white creepiness. I think I nailed it with this one. This one's going to be tough to top, but it goes to show you the contrast between like this, and it's somewhat of a very similar story to Mickey Mouse's Haunted House, where they're pretty much trapped in a cycle. They're trapped in a torturous cycle, and they have to escape. But Mickey Mouse, so much more fun, lovable. You put yourself into the character with ease, even now. Bimbo, not so much there. And the comparison of the two is there. Fletcher is almost going for high art, going for something a bit deeper. The imagery, like I said, the spiral, like checkered staircase is just maddening, entertaining, like great to look at. Maybe too highbrow for the time. Mickey Mouse, like perfect combination. I think they're intended for two separate audiences, which is also a part of the analysis. Like, what is the intent of this thing in front of me? What's this intent of the thing I'm holding in my hand? I don't know, AKAPAD, I was blown away. I'm enjoying this skip through animation history, though. So be on the lookout. We've been rolling out extended, the additional late night episodes of the 31 Days of Dread. So be on the lookout for those. I love you guys. Rock and roll.
Roll sound.
Rolling.
Sound production, take 2.
Let's take this time real quick, AKAPADers, my fellow film buffers, and let's just go over the schedule. This is years in the making. This type of rollout I've been planning for years, but we're finally here. So here we go. Early in the morning, that's the new stuff. 8 a.m. Now, 8 p.m., Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, these are movies maybe of something coming out. Like if there's a Marvel movie coming out and we want to do a retrospective on that particular franchise, or, you know, if Sylvester Stallone comes back and gives us Rocky Part 18, we might want to use the later time slots for a week or two to go over all of the Rocky movies. Now, we have a lot of different threads on this podcast that's explored 8 p.m. So 8 a.m., 8 p.m. Wednesdays at 8 p.m., this is our creator spotlight. We could do an episode on Martin Scorsese, Steven Spielberg, some of the new guys, Spike Lee, even composers, guys like John Williams. This brings us into the weekend. Saturday, Sunday morning. Again, we're back at that 8 a.m. drop. We do cartoons because I want to emulate the times where you would wake up with a bowl of cereal and watch cartoons all day Saturday and all day Sunday, and then eventually you would get to touch grass because you would have one of your friends knocking on your door to play in a touch football game or even some baseball, basketball. The weekend nights, let's get into education. 8 p.m. Again, all of our drops are either 8 a.m. or 8 p.m. But the weekend nights, documentaries, and I focus on creative documentaries because I feel like a part of this film buff movement that we're all bathing in, that I'm super grateful for, is education. And some of where we're finding our facts, some of the, general enjoyment, because I love documentaries. All of this is explored at 8 o'clock p.m. And trust me, there is a lot there. There's a lot out there that I didn't even know existed. And we're going to go beyond that too. We're going to get into some of the graphic art, some of the special effects, some of the makeup documentaries. There's a lot to learn, and I'm so happy to bring you the 9 p.m. because, guys, you guys know I'm an autodidact. I am self-educated. Sure, I have some certifications. Sure, I spent time at the Art Institute of Philadelphia for animation. But in large, I'm a self-educated, self-made person that's connected to the weekend 8 p.m. drops. My AKA Padders, my film buffers, I hope to see you there for all of it. I love you guys, and rock and roll.
Okay, that's a wrap.